Hi, good morning. It's Christine Kretcher from Create with Christine. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Happy Halloween, by the way. So in honor of Halloween, I'm actually marrying two different holidays together, and we're going to create a cute little Your Sweet treat box today. And then I just wanted to show you pretty much, I'll create the whole box, but I want to show you the base of it so then you could recreate this for any holiday. So if you actually do need some last minute treats today, you could totally whip some of these up for Halloween and decorate them. So I'll share a couple tips as I go. I am using the candy cane background stamp, candy canes, and I think this has been overlooked. I haven't seen it too much projects with it. It's a background stamp. It's right on page 35 of the July to December mini catalog. So right here, and I am going to use my Stamparatus for it. And it's actually going to be my product of the week this week too. It's only $17, so it's a great value. And then I actually picked another stamp set off my shelf that I thought could go with a whole bunch of different holidays. So I picked Banner Year, because if you look at this, it's got Christmas, Thanksgiving, Boo for Halloween. It's got all sorts of different kind of holidays in here. So it's a great set. And again, this one's also $17. And this one's a carryover from last year's holiday catalog. So it's in the current 2021-2022 annual catalog. Hey, good morning, Dee. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm going to point my camera down and we'll go ahead and get started. This is probably going to be pretty quick. I'm a little behind this week, I will admit, and I'm gearing up for a big event coming in a couple weeks. So I have a lot to do. And of course, just finished a big event yesterday. So thank you so much to family, friends, colleagues that are demonstrators from all local and from far away for helping to raise money for breast cancer. So our unofficial total yesterday was around 9,400. So I'm sure we might actually beat our record from last year this year. It was like 97, I think, last year. So I know donations are still coming in, and if you did donate online, PDF tutorials are going to be emailed this Tuesday, November 2nd. Okay, so I'm going to point my camera down, and we'll go ahead and jump in. So again, here's my box. I'm just going to make sure I can find myself in my feed. Here I am. I just popped up. So, I'm really sideways. My stand looks like it got moved. That's a little bit better. Okay. Okay, so this is definitely not hard, but there is a whole bunch of steps. So let's actually start with doing all the stamping and getting that done. So I actually used the heart, so it's actually cute. When I was making this, I thought this would just be like the super cute size to put in mini candy canes. And you actually can fit a fair amount. But, and you know, I didn't grab candy from downstairs for my Halloween bowl. But I know one of the first things you're going to ask me was, will it fit a gift card holder? And it does. I put, I just had this one like lying around, AMC movie gift card from a while ago. So it fits in perfectly. And let's do our stamping, and then I'll talk about kind of like the box itself. It's a great box, a great size. So I just have Petal Pink Cardstock, and I don't know if you guys do this, but I wanted to share this tip, is that I'm using the Heart Punch Pack. So I just cut a piece of cardstock that it's a 2-inch strip for the regular heart. So then I can just punch out like all my hearts in a row. And I'm going to stamp on this one. And I'm going to bring over my Pierce mat because the Banner Year stamp set is photopolymer. So I always use the Pierce mat for my photopolymer. It's like the best $5 purchase. I probably have said that a whole bunch. I'm using Real Red ink, and I'm just going to do a Your Sweet on here. If you don't have the heart punch pack, this project will work for any punches really. So you could do circles, or you could use dies if you want to use dies. So while I'm here, let me just punch out the Scalloped Heart too. So for the Scalloped Heart, I just did a strip of real red cardstock, 2.5 inches. And I can just punch out all my hearts on that. And let's do, I have a little rectangle that is going to be my designer series paper. Okay, so I'm going to use the Candy Canes stamp set, and I'm going to use my Stamparatus for this. So let's bring over my Stamparatus. And I hope you should be able to, I hope you'll be able to see the whole side. I mounted my Candy Cane stamp on one of my plates, and I'm going to ink up in real red. I'm going to put my rectangle of my Petal Pink just over here, because I'm only going to use part of it. Actually, maybe I should do it this way. And you'll be able to see that I'll be able to hit, but we're just going to ink up. I closed the ink pad already, but we're just going to ink up on our candy canes. And I go pretty liberally for this. The great thing about the Stamparatus is if you don't move anything, you can actually go over a second time. So, and then I'm just going to very gently go down, press, hold for a couple seconds, and lift up. Okay, so I didn't get over here as great as I want, so let me just try again. I didn't re-ink that time, but it's actually pretty good. So if I wasn't happy, I could always flip over and try again, add more ink. I'm just going to keep it with this one. And so my stamping is done. And I want to show you how to do the box. So it's a great measurement for the box, and I actually went ahead and scored to just save time on the video. And so you start with a piece of Petal Pink cardstock that is 8 by 5.5. And why that's such a great measurement is because you can get 2 from a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So you just have to snip off a 1/2 inch. So it's 8 by 5.5. And then you're going to score on the long side. You're going to score at 1, 3.5, 4.5, and 7. So it's pretty easy score marks as well. And then on the short side, you're going to score at 1 and 4.5. Okay, and then what we're going to do, and I think I just got ink there, but that should be fine. Then we're going to cut just the little tabs up to the score line. So these 4 little tabs on each side, we're going to cut these with our paper snips. So let's just do that. I will say though, like once you figure it out, they go together super fast. And then you'll have the measurements, and you can make these for any holiday. Let me know if you're doing anything fun today for Halloween. It's actually, I think, supposed to be in the 60s, so I'm hoping to get outside. Actually, the sun seems to be coming out. We had a horrible rainstorm yesterday. It seemed like it rained all week. We had a horrible wind and rainstorm. Not as bad wind here, but south of Boston has been some places still without power since Wednesday. So I think they're mainly going to get power back today or over the weekend. You want to give these folds a good score. You can use a bone folder if you have a bone folder. Just to save time on the video, I'm not even going to bother with that right now. Then we're going to put adhesives on these 3 little tabs on each side. So there's going to be 1 tab at each end and 1 tab in the middle. And I am just going to use a little bit of liquid glue. And you know what, honestly, I'm just going to do these two sides and then go down the line. So you can kind of see so my glue doesn't dry on me. So you're just gonna put glue on the tabs, and then the tabs are gonna tuck underneath. Okay, and don't worry about if you have some pieces hanging over. We can fix that. So glue on the tab on each side, and I can see I already have ink on my fingers, so that must be I'm doing something right here, right? So glue on the tabs and then under. I don't want to add my decoration yet because I want to kind of get the box together and see to make sure where I want my front and how it's going to assemble. Okay, kind of doing this quick and messy, but that's okay. Okay, one more. I will say it was so great to craft with people in person yesterday, so I'm really glad we got to hold our event in person. We had a good in-person turnout, probably because it rained, as people were saying they were looking for indoor things to do. Okay, so now I can kind of see this is going to be my top, and it's going to close like this. So this is where I want to decorate, and you can totally embellish until your heart's content. You could wrap a ribbon around the whole entire box. And yesterday we were talking about the green glue and whether to do it like this in a big giant rectangle or to do the dot method. I do both. So you could just put like 3 rows of 3 dots and just don't use too much. If you use too much of this, you are really gonna not like it. Okay, so then once I'm here, I want to put on my scalloped heart we did earlier. And this is so cute. I cut a piece of the red, this is the real red double stitched ribbon that's from the annual catalog. So I'm kind of doing a mashup of the candy canes comes from the mini July to December holiday catalog, but I'm using a lot of products that are from the annual catalog that will be around till the spring of 2022. But like I said, you could do any punches here or dies. Okay, put this at an angle. And then for your suite, I'm going to pop this up on Stampin' Dimensionals. Whoops, I'm knocking stuff over. I still have stuff I need to put away that I had with me yesterday. Okay. So I put 5. You could probably put 4 or 5. Whoops. And we'll just put this right through the middle, and I can cut my ribbon at an angle with my paper snips. Okay, and then I ended up putting a wonderful gem. We have several embellishments that have red in them right now, so I can just pick up a gem with my take your pick tool, and I just put one right there like that. So super sweet and simple, and again, it does hold a gift card. Just to kind of give you the sense of the size, it does fit a gift card. I don't know if you saw earlier, it does fit a gift card perfectly. But I mean, here's the liquid glue, the green glue, and it does not fit that. So putting that at a diagonal, it will fit, well, this one's used, but a roll of mini glue dots that is out of the packaging, that does fit in. So it's kind of like a little pizza box that fits in. And yeah, that's my box for today. So now I can't get it closed. Here we go. So that's my project for today. Let me get this out of the way. I do want to talk about my Penguin Place home decor class. I did release that. So let me bring that over. I know I showed it before a couple weeks ago, a sneak peek. But it is on my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com the link to sign up and register. You need to register by a week from tomorrow, Monday, November 8th. Because of Thanksgiving and because I'm a vendor at an event in November, I had to move some of my classes around for November. So this class is going to be Wednesday, November 10th in person. But if you're a demonstrator watching and you want the PDF, I do have that available. If you are local and cannot come in person that night but do want to pick up a kit, we can do that as well. And I only do have a limited number, so I should say that this will be available until I potentially run out, because I only have so much of the designer series paper, and it is not available anymore since it was a special during celebration. But yes, I am offering this in person and to go, but all the details are on my blog, and I will actually put the link below if you want to get more information on signing up. But you need to register by November 8th at noon Eastern. Okay, so it's an 8x8 penguin home decor, and there is a little bit of stamping. So if you're taking it to go, there are some pieces that are stamped, so you'll need the Penguin Place stamp set to finish it off, and some ink. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me bring the camera back up. Oh, these are so cute. Thank you so much. Hey Michelle, thanks so much for tuning in this morning. You love that a gift card or a goodie fits perfect. Yes, happy Halloween, Dee. Sorry, I couldn't seem to see the comments on my computer today, but something different happened with Facebook this morning. So, you know, this technology thing is always fun. But thanks so much for tuning in. Happy Halloween. Have a great week. I will be back next week with another project to share.